Hey Worcester, Tracy Novick, Worcester School Committee. So we're a little bit less than a month out from the election, and I thought it would be good to talk about some of the things that we maybe take for granted if we're candidates or we're heavily involved in politics that maybe are a little less clear for the rest of the universe. So I thought we would start by talking a little bit about lawn signs. So over the past couple of months, you've no doubt seen more and more and more of signs like the one behind me, popping up across lawns across Worcester. And maybe you're wondering why anyone is spending any time and energy putting such things out. So what you'll always hear about signs is lawn signs don't vote. And that's absolutely true. What political scientists have found is that they do have at least a marginal effect, and we know marginal effects matter, in local races, particularly when there's not necessarily a lot of information available. So make of that what you will. The three things that I think that lawn signs are useful for are, first of all, they actually call attention to the fact that there is actually a race. Worcester votes on what are thought of as off-year elections. We don't vote for municipal officials at the same time that we vote for the state and the federal, which means that people aren't necessarily already planning to go to the polls. Now, we do vote in November, which means that when there's signs out, people may already have an idea as to when they need to turn up at the polling places. But the signs showing up all over the place at least let people know that there is a municipal election happening. The second thing, which goes along really with what the political scientists have found, that I think is important as a school committee candidate, is that I don't have a lot of expectation that people necessarily are showing up in a municipal election planning to vote for school committee. If you're planning to go in and vote, you may well have a good idea of who you're planning to vote for mayor, maybe for your district councilor, possibly in the at-large race, but not everybody shows up in a municipal election planning to vote for school committee. And I want to make sure as a candidate that when you get to the school committee section of the ballot, which is at the end, that you actually are planning to vote for me. So that's a name recognition question. That's when you see my name on the ballot, you've already seen my name out and about, and you're actually ready to vote for me. And then the third reason, which I think is the one that ends up potentially having maybe the most effect, is that people's signs are actually on lawns. So people own those houses. People live in those places. If you see a sign on a lawn of someone you know, and maybe there's someone you agree with, or maybe there's someone you're friendly with, you may actually want to vote for someone that they are clearly voting for. It also might be that maybe you don't know the person, but you've seen other signage that they've had out that you agree with in the past. And so if you haven't, necessarily gotten all the information about the local election, but you know that that person's politics aligns with yours, then maybe you're going to vote for those people as well. So I always think it's important not to entirely discount lawn signs as a candidate. Locally, you can make your own decision. But in terms of what's going on with these signs that are going up across the city, that's what we're thinking when we're putting them out there. I'll plan on doing a couple more of these videos. If you have anything in particular that you have questions about, please get in touch. Thanks.